Thank you, Madam Chair, and thank you, Administrator Guzman. As I mentioned in my opening statement, I do have grave concerns about SBA's oversight of the new SBLC licenses. And Administrator Guzman, please answer yes or no. Was SBA aware that Funding Circle had an investment from the China-based investor Credit Ease when it approved the license?
I can't speak to the application review, as that was done by my team.
Okay, thank you. What kind of due diligence is the agency doing on the potential licensees if it didn't flag and evaluate that potential risk?
We fully evaluate their safety and soundness, make sure that we're evaluating their performance in their loan portfolio in particular, in terms of defaults and performance. And that's the focus of our thorough review as we review all of our licenses and license applications.
Okay, but I am concerned, and I do want to be clear that the SBA shouldn't take lightly any of those business relationships that might potentially expose our small businesses, proprietary financial information, or provide a windfall to the CCP or any foreign adversary. Especially in today's day and age, we see what's going on with TikTok. We see so many other Chinese investments that are coming into the United States. I think that would be of grave concern to those that are going through the vetting process.
I know that the Colorado-based U.S. operations of Funding Circle that I know is, obviously in the news lately. I know that they, in particular, continue to work with the SBA through this application process. They're not finalized. They hope to do SBA loans in the coming weeks, as you read and as you announced. But we continue to work with them, and I'll be sure to flag these concerns to my team as we move forward.
Right, and again, so you are aware that the U.S.-based part of that in Colorado is up for sale. So you are going to continue, let's just be very clear, because I know you spoke to the House this morning.
Correct.
Okay, and you said that the SBA hasn't fully approved Funding Circle yet. But you believe they will start making loans in the next few weeks, and you restated that here. But it does seem, if we look at this situation, that they're using their SBLC license as a bargaining chip for their sale. So you stated you will continue to allow Funding Circle to start making those SBA loans, even though you know they're for sale.
Let me explain as well. The 14 existing licenses in the SBLC program have been in existence for multiple decades. Those licenses have sold at least 60 times. Every time a license is sold, it is reviewed by the SBA team for reapproval. So any sale of a license is reviewed by the SBA approved. The SBA could deny, as it has in the past, denied an application for the sale of an SBLC license to a specific entity. So that is something that the SBA is familiar with doing and operating over multiple decades, and this case would be treated in the same way.
Okay, well, we do know that Funding Circle has been lobbying for this license and has been actively trying to loosen the underwriting. They don't have the capital to offset the new SBA loan losses, and they have an active foreign investor that may pose a national security threat. The relationship between SBA and Funding Circle is very suspicious, again, with everything else that we see going on with the CCP. And I do urge you to go back and scrutinize that. And, of course, share our opinion or my opinion with those that are making those decisions. So, Administrator, SBA direct lending has historically seen very large losses, sometimes over 40%. And Clinton administration officials have stated the subsidy rate is 10 to 15 times higher than for the guarantee programs. And I ask unanimous consent to enter into the record the testimony of the former SBA Administrator Bowles. Unanimous consent to enter into the record? Okay. Thank you. And so, Administrator, yes or no, are you planning to start a 7A direct lending program immediately?
The SBA has authority to do direct lending. We currently operate direct lending for disasters, which of course does not perform at zero subsidy. The request that you're referencing is for authority for the SBA to be able to charge the appropriate fees to have a zero subsidy impact program, for direct lending, and that's what's in the 25 budget that you're referencing. So SBA doesn't have any current plans to do direct lending. Besides, of course, it's disaster lending, which it has been doing successfully for decades, to help communities impacted by disasters.
Okay, so you do not plan to use the direct lending authority outside of emergencies?
We do not have this, some of the specific tools that we would like to have, in order to do direct lending and not be in direct competition with our lenders, who obviously distribute our loans effectively.
Okay, so we'll expect that only direct lending will be used for emergencies.
That's what we are currently using it for under, my leadership, correct?
Okay, thank you, Administrator Guzman. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you. Can somebody check and see why the timing system is not working properly? Okay. We think it's working now? Okay. Senator Booker.
Thank you, Chair Shaheen. Thank you, Administrator